Well, y'all, we've officially descended into a line being crossed. A line in the sand that was just jumped over, leapt over, completely and totally crossed in a way that cannot go back, and it's going to directly reflect on the Democrats and the liberals and the leftists who are enabling all of this crap. I told you it was going to happen over the last 24 to 36 hours. I told you all of these things were going to be leading into this event. Now the Democrats can own this because they're breaking into FBI vehicles, stealing rifles, stealing ammo, stealing warrants, stealing DHS information in Minneapolis after the police had been pulled out of the environment to let it all run amok. Anybody getting flashbacks of 2020? Anybody? I swear to God. Okay. Let's just get into this, guys. If you want to continue to dispel the propaganda, defeat the crazy, and basically at this point figure out what's going to happen next, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. We are driving to save our country, and you can follow me on X at Braden LOA for more quick updates, just because. All right, let's keep on going. I'm going to show you something, y'all. We've jumped the shark. We have gone into a different realm. You remember when I told you that the Democrats were going to completely and totally keep fanning this flame because of emotional benefit for them politically? Well, now what they've done is they've no longer talked about the issue at hand, which is the catalyst. Now they're talking about the actual riots, and we're getting into riots, and they're trying to say this is Trump's America when they're the ones doing it. Because these agitators, of which we've been documenting, are now breaking into FBI vehicles and stealing rifles. The same people who say you can't have gun rights because you're dangerous. Yep. Watch this. I'm going to cut the audio because I don't need the audio because I don't know what they're going to say. Oh, sorry. But they are literally going through actual DHS warrants for people with their sensitive information. That's not even the doxing, which I'm going to show you in a second. These are all actual arrest warrants and sensitive documents pulled out of these vehicles as they're pulling out full-on rifles, and they're getting armored cages being yanked out of FBI vehicles with trucks and tow cables. This is not like they've left an AR on the side, like on the seat, and they broke the window. They broke into the vehicles. They're taking DHS warrant documentation, and then they're strapping tow cables to the actual armor segment of the car where rifles are kept, and they're towing it out. So this whole Democrat narrative of it's just peaceful protesters expressing a grievance with their government is bullshit. What you are looking at is anti-ICE, anti-government, communist, socialist revolutionaries utilizing a tragedy in order for their own political benefit. And the Democrats have their fingerprints all on it. Pull out the police, don't have any ICE in the city, enable this to take over. Yeah, this is why they lost. Just like I told you, this is why they lost in 2020 and they lost all credibility. They're doing it again because they don't have the ability to just shut up. But anyway, let's keep on going. Now, I've told you on multiple occasions that I really enjoy this woman. Her name is Bacha Unger Sargon. I don't know her personally, but I like the way she thinks and delivers things. I'm going to say show a quick segment or something she said on News Nation last night. And it rings very true. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's hit it, and then we'll add a little more commentary about the other things they're doing to FBI agents.
We're not seeing these protests grow. We're seeing them get more extreme. The people who have already chosen to make this a large part of their recreational life, opposing ICE, trying to remove violent criminals from our streets, they are getting more intense in their opposition, but we're not seeing thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people taking to the street. Look at the footage of the protesters now. It is oftentimes, especially in this Minneapolis footage, people like Renee Good and her partner. And it is so amazing that you are not seeing, as I said before, a mass protest movement of people of color taking to the streets in order to defend these illegal migrants. You're seeing it coming specifically from the Democrats' new base, which is college-educated, affluent women. Well, obviously, immigration is an issue that divides Americans along class lines because illegal migrants are not competing with the soccer moms for jobs. They're competing with people who don't have a degree, people who don't use the English language in their job, but use physical skills, right? Working class people, the majority of whom voted for Donald Trump, the majority of Americans still support deporting not the worst of the worst, but every single illegal migrant.
Nailed it. This is the whole point, and this is what I've been we have been talking about, again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying it's frustrating that we've been talking about this for 36 to 48 hours, and now it's happening, and we're like, oh, look, I'm personally shocked. It's not because I'm a genius, and it's not because you're a genius. It's because we've already seen this play out 4 years ago. It was in our lifetimes. The paid agitators, the far left antagonism groups, the Antifas, the anti-ICE, all of it, they're the ones doing this. This is not a rapidly growing protest. This is a consolidated, concise, very concentrated group of people who are radicalized, who are violent, and who are aggressive, and who are being paid. What you're looking at is active engagement from a paid protest group. Now they're going across the line. The Democrats' little tool is now coming back to bite them in the butt, because this is what drove everyone away from them in the Black Lives Matter movement. Everything right here. The riots, the destruction, the profanity, the insanity, the defunding police, all of it. This is what basically drove everyone away from the Democrats in droves. And here is even more documentation. Let me blow this up a little bit for you. Again, this all happened last night. The Minneapolis police have been told to stand down. What you are looking at is an armorer's, I keep on saying armorers, it's not the right way to say it. It's a armored portion of a vehicle where FBI has their vehicles safely stored. You're seeing it pulled out of a FBI vehicle that was just ransacked and destroyed, and then they're cracking it open and they're getting the actual ARs. You know, those awful weapons of war and destruction the left always tells us shouldn't exist. Well, now they're getting taken out of FBI vehicles through vandalism. Way to go, Democrats. Maybe we should keep on encouraging this. This is after Tim Walz comes out and says, make sure you get involved, make sure you're filming everything for prosecutions later. They're just stoking the fans of the flames. I mean, everyone knows. They're literally just, they're fanning the flames by stoking the intentions here. They're opening these crates. You're going to see this open up, and you're going to have an entire rifle come out with ammo. I look forward to the Democrats' response on this, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to be, crap, we just kicked open a hornet's nest. This is disorder. This is law completely thrown asunder as the police stand down. It's the exact same thing as 2020. It's not even a remote rhyming. It is literally the exact same. And these dill holes, that is a full-on armored security device that's inside FBI vehicles. Excellent. Excellent. Great job, Dems. Hey, let's keep on going. This part, I'm not actually gonna show this because there's very important data here. But this part is a video of rioters breaking in, not breaking in, that was the last one. This one is where the FBI documents are all put on the hoods of cars and on the windshields of cars. This is the FBI agents' full names. This is their email addresses. This is them being doxed to everyone in the area. You think this just happens unorganized? No, these people are violent revolutionaries. That's what you're looking at. And now they're doxing FBI agents. Look at this. The ICE agent vehicles were parked on the street, and in the shooting, they had to leave their cars behind because they got surrounded by protesters. One of the ICE agent vehicles got broken into, and I found this paperwork. It has a list with FBI operation info on it. It's got full names of FBI agents, phone numbers, and emails. And the leftist media is just putting it out there. Who's on the good side here? Who's on the bad side? Because I've shown you multiple clips of Democrats just being Democrats. They're fully endorsing this, and it's going to backfire on them amazingly well. All right, let's keep on going. Here's one more, another angle. This one, you actually see you see a rifle come out of a different car. Watch this. This is where you actually see the actual vehicle broken. There, right there. You see that? That bag right there? Let me zoom in real quick for you, for anybody who's not involved in this. That bag is an AR bag right there. That is a bag with a full-on rifle that a guy with face tattoos has now gotten. Oh my God, wait a minute. You see that crown on his, wow, that looks like someone who you just have a normal everyday to-day job. Just individual, just out there trying to get coffee at Starbucks. And then they steal the entire thing, and it goes into nowhere. And then they've got all the ammo and all the parts, and they're filming it, and they're just basically incriminating themselves, and they're going to be arrested and then put under the jail, which honestly I'm kind of here for. But guys, what you are looking at right now is genuinely complete and total paid organized chaos. The police are standing down, the Democrat police, the Democrat mayors, the Democrat governors, they are standing down and allowing this to happen, and all these videos are going to circulate and circulate and circulate because now the Democrats cross the line and it's going to hurt them electorally. And I'm going to keep on documenting it because honestly, they deserve it, every second of it. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm Braden. I will see you on the next one.